Welcome to WSUG Sugar Delights the Plug, giving you the 411. Of course, the topic is have some chocolate pie and then eat my shit. I love that. I love that right there. That shit's funny as hell to me. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope you have an amazing day. Today is Thursday. Hey. Y'all get in the Discord. Y'all get in the Discord because the giveaway is on Saturday. $25 giveaway. You need to be in the Discord to qualify for it. I will not be doing it on YouTube. I will be doing it in the Discord. So that might be the way that go. So it all depends on who's in the Discord. And whoever is in the Discord, those will be the ones that'll be in the drawing. So I'm wishing y'all all luck, because we all can use a little $25. It ain't a lot, but hey, y'all 20s and 10s and 5s help me get through. So I just want to show my appreciation. 3 people in the chat and 2 thumbs up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's my man's? They used to sing that song, Mr. Rogers. I like to say good morning to you. Something. We'll share a smile or two, hoping your day will be happy. Something. I can't remember the damn thing. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Well, he died before they can pull out anything about him. He was on there talking about a boy is the dad and a girl is the mommy. They got a whole museum here in Pittsburgh for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. A whole museum. All messages. There we go. Ooh, that sounded good. Ooh, child. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Boy, these early mornings be killing me. Now I gotta go find me a second job. You know what was funny to me? Listening to Big Fraud Ron, talking about the many jobs that I got. Leah, good morning. Talking about the many jobs that I got. The girl talking about how many jobs I got. I mean, when you have lived as long as I have lived, and you have worked as long as I have worked, you should be the jack of all trades, but the master of none. I have, what's going to trip people out for real, is that I'm trying to go back to school for broadcasting. I want my associate's degree in that. I want to learn everything about broadcasting. So they got this program they got out for seniors, right? And what's the name of the damn program? Now y'all know that don't make no sense. Oh, OVR, Occupation Vocational Rehabilitation. So they will pay for me to go back to school. And so now Big Farad, Rod. How do you say it, Big Farad Juan? There's going to be another one you can add to the list of things that I have been doing. When you when you get old, when you grow up, then you'll understand it. Because you're being a brick shy of a fool low, you wouldn't get it. It's when you sitting on your ass signifying and criticizing, you don't have time to think about your own growth. Caca. Period. You don't have time. You can't look. You can't be looking out. You can't look at the other person and what they're doing and then criticize them for what they're doing. Especially when you ain't doing nothing. So that don't leave no room for criticism. That leaves no room for judgment because you have to flip it and look at yourself and say, what have I done in my short amount of time that I've been here? Obviously, you're not that old. I don't know who, where, why, and what. But I'm just speaking facts and not fiction. When you get older and you're an inquiring mind and you want knowledge, you will go get that knowledge. I wasn't one of them people that wanted to go to college and wanted to be in the dorm. Nah, I wanted to go straight out in the world of work. Anybody that knows me will tell you, Michelle always got a job doing something. Always got a job doing something. That's why it was so fucked up for those 6 weeks that I didn't have a job. It was really fucked up, but I'm glad that it happened because then I wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now. But to be so interested in what another person is doing, actually, it shows weakness. It's a sign of weakness. Weak in your own belief in your own self because you're too busy looking at somebody else. You can't pay attention to what you're doing if you're paying attention to what somebody else is doing. If you are invested that much in what these people are doing and how they're acting and trying to get information and all of that, then that means you're not looking to yourself. You got too much time on your hand. You know, idle mind is the playground of the devil. You know, now you want to get funky with me. But you want to get funky with me low key is because you cold trying to be me, but you couldn't be me in a dream because you don't even have what it takes to stay focused enough long enough to be talking about what you need to be doing. See, your podcast or whatever broadcast or whatever you want to call it cannot always be geared to someone else. Now, if that would be the topic of your conversation, then that's fine. But you want to do a different thing. Most people want to do something a little different. They change it up. They may be on one subject for a minute, then they'll go to another subject for a minute, then they'll go to another subject. That means they have an agenda. And if you don't have an agenda or a plan, then you're just like sailing in the wind. You know what I mean? Like it's just like somebody farted and the wind just took the funk away. There's just that's brass tacks for real. No pun intended. Not trying to read, not trying to do none of that. Speaking wisdom. You understand? So if you listening, Big Farad, Ron, I don't know how to say it. Farad Run. Pay attention to your own self. Because when you trying to cap on an older chick that already got her shit down, it means that you still trying to be found. Okay? You don't have to look to nobody when you securing your own shit. even when shit ain't running right. You still got to have your mind strong. You still got to have your mind saying, I'm going to get through this. And then you pull on whatever belief you got. That keep you sane. You say, live facts. When you focus too much on somebody that you really know nothing about based on your own stupidity, then you come across looking like a fool. You know, there's certain things that Big Fraud Ron does that is a classic example of I don't love myself. It's a classic example of I don't know what to do with myself. It's a classic example of insecurity. There should be no 62-year-old fat bitch such as myself with 2-3 people in the chat that you should be that concerned. You cannot spite me because all you're doing is spiting yourself. Some wisdom and some knowledge for you this morning. Capri, good morning. You just getting on. Good morning. Truth be told, y'all, this is the truth. This is not no bullshit. Not trying to read you, Big Fraud Ron. I don't know your name, don't know where you from, don't know nothing about you. I'm telling you, the rejects are playing Ring Around the Rosies backwards. Yep, waiting to clock out. I know that's right. Look, there is no secure female, and I'm saying a secure woman, no matter where you from, no age, creed, or national origin. Most women who are very secure of themselves, right, don't really have time to be focused on someone else except it's for pure entertainment, right? But after a while, you start looking like Pete and repeat. And then the lies start looking like bogus ass lies. I mean, they almost bigger than where the fuck you living, how big the lies is. So when you gonna put some shit out there, you trying to become an influencer or however you trying to work this thing, you got to come with facts and not fiction. You can't be lying and then saying you're gonna do something. You know what I mean? You gotta tighten it up a little bit, especially if you're trying to roast or read or come after somebody else. Your ducks got to be lined in a row. They got to be lined up. So see, the first thing you did that was fucked up in these last events was you put out that there was going to be an interview, and there's not an interview. There never was one, never will be one, can't be one. That's a done deal. You might as well forget about it. Then you dox the people, putting their information out there without their knowledge and putting derogatory statements on top. So now you know the janky ass security company is full of shit. You know them motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit. They scared of their own shadow. But when you start doxing people that own several properties, not just here in this state, in other states, now you got a whole issue. So now they waiting on you to call. See, dummy, you shouldn't have never put out that you called. So if there was any idea or any kind of thing that people was like, no, that didn't happen. No, she told on herself by putting a timestamp of an outgoing call. That is foolishness. That's idiotic. What's past dumb? Imbecile. What's the worst? What's past stupid? Idiot, imbecile. Now you have not trying to expose me. Really, you've exposed yourself. Stupid as hell. That's what I'm like. You going after the wrong one, Chucky. You going after the wrong one, man. You doing it wrong. You doing it wrong. Now you was on to something when you was calling and UPM police and all of that. You was on to something. You was doing your big one right then, right? And then, oh, she got fired from the job. Then you said you didn't get me fired from the job. Then you said they called me. I didn't call them. I only called once. Come on, man. It's almost like talking to the dumbest motherfucker in captivity. And you shaking and moving, and now you looking like you grasping for straws. Where's the interview at, Big Fraud Ron? We waited. Now that's what you should have done. You should have stuck through that. You should have worked and dug your way into that. Because he's waiting on your call and they're waiting on your call. And now you done opened up a whole can of worms for yourself trying to pew me. You didn't got yourself in some shit. Come on, 10 people in the chat, 4 thumbs up. I ain't got that many people in here. Go back out, thumbs up to live. Yeah, get the fuck out. Thank you. Now, you know, I can't, you're not my responsibility. You're not the focus. You're not the background or the foreground to anything that I do, right? You just are a nuisance. You're like a fucking, you know how them flies be flying and they get ready to die and they become flying past your ear and it be annoying. You be want to smack the fuck out the fly. That's what you are. You've become like, now you've become now you become the topic of a joke. Now you look like a joke. Well, you already looked at simple before, but now you look like a joke. I mean, it's almost like you want to get in trouble. Almost like you want somebody to come after you so it can give you some kind of flight. So it can get some wind underneath your wings so you want to take flight. But you taking flight on the wrong motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like when that motherfucker fly come through and you be like, you know what? I'm getting ready to kill this motherfucker. And you go get you a magazine or whatever you go and you chase that motherfucker to get his ass because he already on his way out anyway. That's why he buzzing so loud. That's why. Same scenario with Big Fraud. Okay? Same scenario. Now you got to eat my shit. You got to eat tons of it too now. I don't have to go over to your channel and listen to all of these derogatory things that you got to say about me, all these clippings to try to say I'm dangerous and this, that, and the third. Because, child, honey, if I was, I should be locked up by now. But what all these things, I'm not going to get ready to go over there and do all of that. Just some shit that's pertinent that you saying. And you get mad because you get fucking chopped right the fuck back. I mean, you try to throw a dart and that shit be boomeranging back up on you. You should have learned that from Dookie. You should have learned that from your girl. Everything you think about gonna fail. Everything you touch gonna crumble. When I step up on the set, the demons tremble. When I put my feet on the floor when I wake up, the devil be like, that bitch woke. You have no substance, nothing to bite on. You know what I mean? Because you're biting on somebody like me that's not even relevant. Just think about that. That's like you just talking to a brick wall. But you so vested in trying to, defame me or make me out to be these things that you want me to be, but you keep coming up short. Seek and ye shall find. Listen and ye shall hear. Okay? So now you got to have some of that chocolate pie. You wanted it, now you got it. I've been slowly but surely just firing back, letting you know that this can happen, that can happen. I can react any way I want. Period, Leah. But nobody's listening. At least nobody that got any common sense. When you go as far as doxing places, when you go as far as putting timestamps on, I don't know what exactly that was supposed to get you, but it didn't work because your audience, or lack thereof, is waiting. See, one thing you don't want to do is 52 fake out your audience unless there's an absolute reason for that. You don't tell your people you're going to do a giveaway and the giveaway never happened. You don't tell your people that there's an exclusive interview coming on so you can get the deets and it never happens. See? That's just like Dookie would do. I got a video and I'm going to put the video out and the video never happens. People in their right mind will be that this motherfucker's a fraud. They keep saying they got all of this footage and shit and they got all of these things, but they never show it. Content Creator 101. Don't lead your audience on. However small the audience is, don't lead the people on. They obviously there to hear what you got to say. Whether they're for you or against you, they interested in what you got to say. Don't put no lie out for the people. And the people saying, ooh, she got an exclusive interview with the guard. And it never happens. Ooh, you know what I mean? Come on, man. You're looking fraudulent out here. And you're trying too hard. If you want to get into the T sector, or whatever sector they's calling it, then you need to start with the big dogs. Because them big dogs are going to dark web to find shit out about you. You messing with a small fry. I'm a small fry. I ain't in here doing a whole bunch. I'm chillaxing. Little small intimate group, and I'm satisfied with it. But unlike you got a need and a want and a starvation type mentality because you taking too much time. Any information that you get from me, sure, you can look it up. But I think what pissed you off in this last one, there was really an interview about me at a campaign, and it fucked you up. See, one thing for certain, and about 5 things for sure. There is not no motherfucking body on here important enough for me to lie to unless it's protecting me. All right? And that would be protecting me personally. But there's nobody important enough in this whole motherfucking world for me to lie to. The epic interview. The interview that never was. The interview that never could. The engine that never would. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. Go, go, go. Never happened. You don't want to be fired. You were meant to be a speaker. It's just that that's probably like one of the roughest ones I think I've ever done because I was so mad that I knew that this was going to be some shit. I knew that she had already started off late in the race. I don't be out here bragging about who I done shook a hand. That shit. Listen, man. I shook the lady hand. I'm supposed to take a picture and put that all out there too. I ain't doing all that. Period. And then I still wind up being Michelle in the end. And smiled brightly and kept it pushing. I'm telling you, I ain't never had this many. I mean, I've had this. Man, look. What Miss Tia say, the funny thing is, the people in my circle was looking for it and couldn't find it. And here this motherfucker, an investigator from the deep down dark, goes and finds it, and I was looking for it. That's part of my resume. Do you know them people love shit like that? Thank you, Capri. You know people in that industry love shit like that. I'm able to mobilize not just 10, hundreds. You the one call me a political powerhouse because that's exactly what you seen. Raw, Capri. And then after I said what I said, I turned back off, put on a smile saying, thank you, and was being me. If can't nobody understand that I'm a real ass person saying real ass shit, living a real ass life, ain't out here on some bullshit, ain't perpetrating a fraud, ain't saying I got more than what I got, ain't keeping up with the Joneses, ain't doing none of that shit. I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna get views off of mine. Nah, I run this. Let me snatch my shit back. But when I sent it, they was like, addict. I said, yeah. Ruined. I said, uh-huh. They said, oh, that's seriously a stalker. That shit's dangerous. I said, no, it ain't. That's a motherfucker talking out the side of their neck that's mad because they ain't got nothing to damn self. That's all it is. Another female, really, y'all, is not going to criticize another female unless it's just for entertainment purposes, right? But you're not going to go as far as calling police, getting UPMC police involved, calling and doing all these things, and then turn around and lie and say, I only called one time, not the 30 times you said. Like, are you stupid, sick, silly, dumb, or slow? Which one? You can have any one of them because you all of them, I think. So it's like nobody's going to listen to that. They're going to go over there knowing you chopping and screwing videos, trying to flip the script, trying to say somebody's stalking and doxing you, trying to make up this shit like your protege Dookie. Y'all running the same. Y'all running in packs. Y'all need to change up the pattern. You said, what you say? All should. Like, change up the pattern, yo. In anything that you do, put out, anything, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to explain it. It's kind of like self-explanatory. So you're just making me a factor. You said all of what you said. And that's real. You making me a factor. I'm not in the business of too much of spilling hate on motherfuckers unless they do something to me. You know what I'm saying? But if you come at me, yeah, I'm going to look at you sideways. Sure, I'm going to think different of you. If you get ignorant with me and get sarcastic with me, sure, I'm going to look at you different. Sure, I'm going to feel like you disrespecting me. It's called being a human being and a person. I just really don't like to confront nobody because I know if you get hype, you see what I'm saying? Run up, you're going to get done up because I'm not going back down. Motherfucker will definitely have to unalive me because I'm not backing down. But what I can do, if there is something that can't be resolved, if it's something that can't be resolved, then I'm going to act like you not there. Don't nothing help a situation like a good leaving alone. But when you're begging for the attention and you want the beef and you want that holler, holler, hoop and holler, you can get that too. But you can also get this side. Right here. I'm too calm, too cool, and too collected. There's times when I'm not, there's times when I am. I'm stupid, thirsty, slow, heart of jealousy, etc. Especially when you coming after somebody who don't have a lot of people in their room. It comes off as desperation. Desperate to be a factor. Desperate to do stuff. When you desperate to do shit, usually you make the other person that you hating on look better than before. You become their promoter. That's why they say, let the haters hate. That's their job. Because long as you hating, you giving me free promotion. So it's a win-win for me. Because as long as you trying to make me be fucked up and people come over and to see the real deal Holyfield, then they make up their own mind, especially if they got sense. See, you talking rhetoric and dumbness. Sometimes I be talking on some real cold hard facts about stuff. James Money! Good morning, baby. Good morning. I don't want to boast or brag because that's not where I'm coming from. I'm not bragging on nothing. All I can say, y'all, for real, God has been good to me. And he keeps on blessing me. And because he keeps on blessing me, I'm getting ready to bless some other people. I want to bless some other people. I would like to do a collab with the Truth Sippers and the State Gang where we do a giveaway that's unified with all of the people that watch The Truth, all the people that watch Trey, all the people that watch Truth. I would love to do a collab like that where we do a massive giveaway. But right now, I'm just a small pebble. I'm a small fry. Why do I make the splash for other people to hear it and it becomes a ripple effect? I don't know. When I first got on this motherfucker, everybody was losing their mind. Because it just, look, first, it took one person that made it to tell me, you got it. But I just don't want to have it like they got it. Like, maybe I don't want to do it to that magnitude. Like, if I've already done it on another app and I already see his hard work, I might not want to do that. I might just want to have small, intimate conversations with people. I might just want to use this as my platform to talk about everything. So can't nobody tell me, oh, you talked about me on your YouTube. I talk about my goddamn blood on here. This is mine. I talk when I want to talk, how I want to talk. The reason why I come on here, the reason why I'm on here, because this was mine. 8 years, this was mine. This is a place where I could go and video document my life. Because after me, there ain't nobody else. No representations of Michelle Hamblin comes after me. I'm the last of the Mohegans for me. So this helps me in many ways. I'm leaving my footprint. Now I see it's a gospel song. Listen to Queen Cece. Now I see it's a gospel song. I got you. Cece Winans. All I can do is represent myself because I don't have any kids that got to represent me. So I got to do this solo and rock solo dolo. That means that if somebody come after me, I got to switch and start being aggressive like a man. If you coming after me, I'm coming after you. I'm going to go there. Right? When you got a calling on your life and they start people being called to preach, being people called to do certain things. The call on my life was to get it's on the community wall. Your community wall? Okay. Yep. Like, when you got a call for it, you got to call for it. Like, it's a call. You just got to call for it. Okay. You got to call for anything that you're doing involving the well-being of other people besides yourself. That's a calling on you. I did not ask to be in it. I got put in it. Okay? I don't call them. They call me. So please understand that everything you do, everything you say, all the ways that you be acting, they don't make me look bad. People just get to see more of me. I'd have put that out there myself. I'd already put the rally out there. But big fraud, we don't know you. We don't even know what you look like. You could be Gorilla Monsoon or whoever. Your shit didn't hit right. So now you gotta eat my shit. And it's probably gonna frustrate you. And you probably gonna have to do some more things. But first and foremost, now that you got the attention, where's the interview? And why you ain't make that call? and you dox them, think you better lay low. You better lay low. Or you big and bold and bad. Where the interview at? Cause we's waiting. Ain't nobody going over there to listen to the bullshit. They want to know where the exclusive interview is and why you ain't call them no more. You already know, Capri. So I'm gonna try to be back during break periodically. Y'all know I like to do pop-ups. But be nice and kind, y'all. Stay blessed. Remember, each one reach one, so each one can teach one. We got one love, and that's God's love. And we lucky. She said, no one listening to that mess. We got one love, and that's God's love. And we lucky just to have that one. What'd you say? Nobody listening to that mess. And I know that's right. I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for stopping down in the chat. Have an amazing day. Okay? I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.